All right, boys and girls, we are going to be looking at correcting fragment and run-ons. Learn part. A fragment is an incomplete sentence. To correct a fragment, add the missing subject or predicate. So this is an example of a fragment. Come in small packages. It's missing the subject. So then you have a sentence, good things come in small packages. So here's a run-on sentence. It's two sentences that run together. To correct a run-on sentence, write two separate sentences or write a compound sentence. Run on. You can lead a horse to water. You cannot make it drink. Two sentences. You can lead a horse to water. You cannot make it drink. Or a compound sentence. You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink. A run-on sentence is, with only a comma between the two sentences, is called a comma splice. Correct a comma splice by writing a compound sentence or two separate sentences. So down here we have more examples. A run-on sentence, sticks and stones may break my bones, words will never hurt me. And then here is a compound sentence, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. So here, this is a comma splice because the coordinating conjunction, or the conjunction in this case, is not in the sentence. So that just makes it a run-on sentence, which is specifically called a comma splice. So it's still a run-on, but this scenario is specifically called a comma splice. All right, let's go to the practice. So for the practice, you are going to be, it says write sentence, fragment, or run-on to describe each group of words. Write comma splice if the run-on is a comma splice. All right, so the first one is called, it says a needle in a haystack. A needle in the haystack, and that is actually a fragment because you do not have the subject. Oops. Fragment. Okay, and then two heads are better than one. You are looking at a sentence there. Okay. And then number 3 is always greener on the other side is once again a fragment. All right, so fragment. So you have a fragment, a sentence, a full sentence, and then another fragment. All right. Next, let's go to our second part, number 4. Number 4 says running the race isn't enough. You have to start on time. And this, of course, is a run-on. Okay. And then the best things in life is a fragment. Actually, fragment. Money isn't everything is a sentence. All right. That should give you a good basis to get started on this practice, to finish practice A. You need to do 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Next, we are going to look at the matching part. All right. It says, make each fragment a complete sentence by matching it to the correct subject or predicate. And so all you're going to do is you're going to be drawing a line. And then I'll give you one. A proverb is, it says, a proverb sums up a simple truth. So all you're doing is drawing a line from the first part of the sentence to the second part of the sentence. So that way you can complete it. All right. Oops. Okay. And then correct on each run-on sentence. Write two separate sentences or a compound sentence. So I'm going to give you an example for number 5, but obviously yours may be a little bit different if you decide to do it in a different way. So the meaning of most proverbs is obvious. Some are puzzling. So just as I was reading it, I could tell that some are puzzling needs to either be a separate sentence, or it needs to have the conjunction to make it a compound sentence. So I'm going to make it a compound sentence because I felt like that's how I read it. So the meaning of most proverbs is obvious, but some are puzzling. All right, you can do 6, 7, and 8. Just go ahead and look at the sentence. And once again, you can either make it 2 sentences or you can make it a compound sentence by using that conjunction. All right, good job, guys. I know that I'm looking forward to checking this and seeing some great sentences.